What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm in my Trailblazer mainly because I already recorded this once, and it must have been a little too early for me because I had zero energy in that whole intro. But today's video, we are starting out by saying I had a ton of fun Saturday at the Upstate New York No Prep. Go check it out. It was a great time. They have an event in September. I don't know if I'm going to that one, but I'm definitely going to the one in October. Definitely not in the streetcar class. I brought a knife to a gunfight, and by knife I mean a little tiny knife. Yeah, I brought 500 horsepower to about cars that had 800 or 900, and well, you saw the video. I got gapped bad. But in this video, we are welding up a little bit of my cousin's roaster, Red Beer Coffee, and that's the beginning of the video. We are welding up something for that, and make sure you go check them out. Get some coffee from them. It's really good. It's open fire roasted, and it's awesome. I love it. It's great stuff. I'll put his Instagram in the description below so you can go find him, talk to him, and maybe get yourself a bag. Or you can learn where he sells it. Secondly, so yeah, that's all taken care of. New York State, upstate New York, no prep stuff, super fun. Going back in October on a hard tire class where I belong, not the outlaw or streetcar class. What do they have? Yeah, I belong in the hard tire class with my Fairmont, which is fine. I'm gonna come back with a good program and maybe some tire prep, and we'll go from there. Next, we are gonna find out how to squeeze a little bit more boost out of that thing. I was only making about 5 pounds, used to making about 10 to 15, so we're gonna find out how to squeeze a little bit more boost out of this thing and pick up a little bit. But that's what we got going on. A little bit of welding fabrication for my cousin, and finding some boost leaks or finding out where I can get some more boost from. So, thanks for tuning in on this Wednesday. Hope you're having a great day, and let's get to the rest of this video. All right, so let me explain what we got going on. My cousin, right here, this guy, has his own little coffee company. He likes to roast his own beans, open fire. It's really cool. Make sure you go check him out. I'm going to add him into the description if you want to get some coffee from him. It's really good, and I'm sure he'd appreciate it, and I'd appreciate it. So, I mean, you know, it's no joke. I got coffee beans all over the garage floor now. And this is one of his this is a part of one of his roasters, I guess you could say. You know, like I said, it's open fire, so it is really neat. I can't explain it. I don't know. I'm not good at this, but it's really cool. It's open fire roasted coffee. It tastes really good. You can like taste some of the smoke in the coffee when you're drinking it. I love it. It's awesome. So he needs this to be a little bit smaller. We had it where there was 4, and it just was a little too big. So we're cutting it down to 3. So now I gotta weld this on this hole right here, which allows him to run a bar through it and crank it so it rolls like this. But the only issue with that is Dad has taken the 2 MIG welders over to the shop because that's where he's now working on that Pontiac Catalina. As you can tell, it's not here in the garage anymore. And that leaves me with a TIG. And if you know anything about TIG welding, makes this a little bit more difficult instead of just throwing weld at it with the MIG. I gotta be a little bit precise with the TIG and get a good fitment and try not to melt through all of this. So it's gonna be a little, I'm not worried about it that much, but it's not as easy as it could be, which is fine. So I'm gonna get the TIG out, I'm gonna clean all those surfaces up, and I'm gonna take it together. Alright, so it's all welded up. It's not the prettiest, but for what I had to work with, it works. And it should be perfectly fine. Had to add a washer to give me something good to weld to. So, you know, it's all just tack weld. The washer's all tack welded around. This, I actually managed to get a bead or 2 going on there and some tacks. And, I mean, as you can tell, it's tin, so it's going to be really hard to put any sort of heat into. It's really not even made to be welded to. But I got it done, and now we're going to move on to trying to find where my few pounds of boost went on the Fairmont. Alright guys, so what we got going on is we're in the Fairmont. I took a look at my wastegate and kind of figured out how it works real quick, so I don't necessarily have to buy another spring for it. I thought I was going to have to, but it turns out I may not have to. We're going to find out though. So pretty much the way the wastegate works, for those of you that are unaware, so the way this wastegate works, I hope you can hear me, I'm not too loud. You got your spring, and that spring is in relationship to the amount of boost or pressure the spring can take. I'm trying to explain this the easiest way possible. You got your wastegate, you got your spring inside, and it will open or close depending on how much exhaust pressure is put on the spring. So say you want 5 pounds of boost into your intake, it'll open and allow 5 pounds of boost in, while the rest of the boost will go right into the waste side and go into the exhaust, if that makes sense. That's kind of the best way I can explain it. So thus wastegate, obviously. So what I've done is I have an Allen that is on top of my wastegate that I turned down a few inches, or yeah, a few more pressure on the spring, making it harder to open, thus causing more PSI, pounds of boost, for going into the intake. That was a really fast, backwards way to explain that, and it's probably super wrong, and someone is going to correct me, and that's okay. But for now, we are going to see, we're at the temp now, we are going to see what our actual pressure is. All of this is, we'll be going the speed limit for all of this, just so everyone is aware. So as soon as I come to a straighter part in this road, this private road, we're going to see what happens and where we're at. Revisit my theory and work on it a little bit, but man, that's fun. So there you go. I'm going to be playing with the boost a little bit and getting that figured out. So it's a quick video for your Wednesday, a little bit of fabrication, you know, a pull in the Fairmont, and we're going to call it that. So thank you guys for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and that's it, man. I will see you guys on Monday.